Hello and welcome back to PlayStation area. Today the game that I am reviewing is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which is a game that has been released on 2014 on PC Windows, and recently at July 2015 have been ported on PlayStation 4. And in that occasion, it has been done with the engine Unreal 4. The original release as it was running on Unreal 3. This is an adventure, graphic adventure. I mean, it's horror adventure. It's more kind of psychological horror. It's not really horror in the sense of Resident Evil or Silent Hill. This has been released by the Polish studio The Astronaut, and this is very important, but I'm not gonna tell you why. I don't wanna spoil. Basically, this is an open world. This is Red Creek Valley. It's set in Wisconsin, and you are acting as Paul Prospero. You are a detective, and you have received an email from a 12 years old Ethan Carter. So you decided to visit him because this letter triggered you something. I mean, you think that there is something uncommon, and you need to know more. The period is the 70s, and you will find out later in the game, but I'm telling you now. And basically, what you need to do, you are a detective, so you need to find out. You feel that there is some kind of mystery here, but right now you don't know how, why, and what it is about. So you need to find clues. By the time that the story goes on, you'll find out what mystery is about and who are the characters involved. So you need to find out the clues, and you need to find out the clues of the mysteries, place them in the correct order, and then visualize what happened. So let's explore and let's see what we can find out. This is a very easy game. I mean, this is the first clue. It's a trap. Now you have to use your sense to reveal part of the mystery. You see, what you see, the gray area is what happened, but you still need more clues to find out what happened. So you need to explore more. Another clue, another trap, and another clue. You see, a piece more of the story. 2. We need to find out more. Let's go a little faster. Another part. Very deadly traps set in, not enclosed areas, so anybody could have run accidentally on any of those and die. Look at this. He has a macabre sense of humor. Well, I think that we need one more. One more. Where are you? The 5th one? Here is the 5th one. So now you see that you have all the clues, and you can find out what happened. You see this landscape of dead bodies. They look like bird bodies because you see the ash. Let's read the detail. See, this is a story. This is a story. It's a story called Sap by Ethan Carter himself. You need to read the story. I mean, I don't want to spoil you, but each of these details give you a clue on what happened. You see in the back of the paper is a wood, the mountain, and a house burning. What happened? You don't know now, but by progressing the story,
You can't be here.
But Graham, I wrote something for you.
you will understand why, what, when, how.
I'll read it later.
Everything will be clear. Unfortunately, everything will be clear at the very end of the game, not before. So right now what you have, this huge and beautiful landscape that I envy the people that live there, because I would like, honestly, I would like to live there, because I love this nature landscape. So let's progress. You came from there, so you go on. You find out what did you find out so far? You find out that something happened with the house burning. There were two people talking. One is Ethan Carter, the young, and the old. You don't know now. You will find out very clear. So now what you have? A wood bridge, abandoned.
Red Creek Valley. Seemed like a quiet.
This is Paul Prospero talking. It's yourself, basically.
No place is truly quiet.
So you are in a very lovely it's a huge landscape, and you are all alone in an abandoned place. I mean, everything is abandoned. There is no sign of life besides yourself. So this fact should have triggered some questions in you that you can't find answer to so far. So what you see now, a locomotive with, these are questions that Paul Prospero asks himself. What is the source of the blood? And what happened? There is something missing. A scratch is being recently used. So you missed the crank. So all these questions, where is the crank? Where is the crank? It leads you to where? To where the crank is. So you see it's a river of a lake, and most likely you see the dam. So basically the crank is underneath here. You could enter, but I'm telling you that it's not gonna work because of the crank missing. So better go on. This is an open game, so you can roam everywhere you want, although I mean you need to find clues, so these spots are explorable but clueless. So you don't really, if you are interested in progressing towards the game, well, these spots are useless. So let's go on. Let's see what the game brings. What do we have here? We have a tied rope, and he asks, who cut the ties? I mean, what happened here? Questions. No blood. I mean, first clue, it's a rope. You don't understand what happened. Oh, here, a lot of blood. Two legs. Two legs severed. And what about the rest of the body? Let's follow. Do you see, can be dragged away or crawled? Let's follow the trail of blood to find the rest of the body, which we can't find out what happened to him. We need more clues. In fact, these are all questions that Paul Prospero needs to find clues to answer. So if we touch, you see, like before, but we don't have enough clues, so it's too early to find out what happened to him. Let's go on. A canister, a gas canister. Of what? Gasoline? Well, that's not very dropped or used. The grass here is dry. Why? Because of what happened here. Rectangle shape. Why it's rectangular? The burn, because of course there was the rail car on. So you need to find out. You need to bring the rail car here, but you can't because you don't have the crank. So first thing first, you need to find out where the crank is. Let's go on. What you have here? Inspect. There is a shape of a rock missing. So of course you need to find where the rock is. Like before, by putting the words in the right shape, you find that the rock is over there. So where is a chunk of wood is? Let's go on. Where the big chunk? Here, big chunk, and here is the rock. We have the rock. So I mean, this is the mechanic of the game. The game is very it's a detective story, so you don't, I mean, you don't die unless one particular occasion, but I don't want to spoil. Well, I came here for no reason because I don't have the crank, so you don't die, but unless you solve all the clues, you don't find all the clues to solve the mystery, you can't progress. So you have to use your mind. You need to use your mind and also to develop a certain detective way of thinking, because it's not an easy game to solve. That's a good thing, because here the crank, we can use it right now and go on with the story. This is not a very easy game. It's not the classic that you need a certain object to use, place there. You need to use your brain and try as soon as possible to visualize what happened, who the characters are, how they are related, what the story is. The fact that this very fear-based landscape may distract you. Let's place the crank. It doesn't have to be a distraction. I mean, you need to focus on what you need to do. So now we can move it backwards. Up. I need to keep it pressed. Need to bring it where I am supposed to bring it, which is on that rectangular shape where the boat grass is. Goes here. I think more or less. Yeah. More or less, yes, because that noise indicates that you solved a part of the. You solve another part. So I think we have all the clues. So let's see if we can find out how that guy died. Yes, we have all the clues. So now you see all the 5 clues that you find, 6 actually. Now 5 and 6 with him. Now you have to find out the order of the events that the clues gave you. You have that guy there. You have the guy, and this is Ethan Carter. He was tied, so that is most likely how the guy died. We know that here's the cart, and he's talking with an old guy. We don't know yet who he is, the old one I mean, but also the other. The old man is picking the rock. And well, we can have a glimpse of what is gonna happen. He already severed the legs, and well, now we have all the facts, but we need to place them in the correct order. Let's start. This is most likely the last one. So 6. This is the 5th. This is the 1st because he's still tied up. This is the 4th. This is the 3rd. And this is the 2nd one. Let's see. Now, if I press the triangular, visualize. Let's see if I did it correctly.
The Listen to me. We can destroy it. I know how.
You can't destroy it, Ethan. You can't destroy time. And that's what he is. He is forever.
Gail, honey, I wish there was another way.
It's talking with his dead wife.
Travis, tell me where Ethan is. Now.
I'm giving the sleeper what he wants.
Sleeper? What is? So the name is Travis.
Go home.
And the old man didn't do something very, very kind. And what he's gonna do is even less kind. So you don't know yet who the characters are and how they are related, but you picture this first part of the story. So that's what happened to Travis. You don't know why. I mean, it looks weird. Why? And what the story is about. What is this sleeper? Well, it's too early in the story to understand anything that happened. But it's a good way to understand the mechanics of the game. We need to go down there and find out the next clue of the story that has been unfolded just as we basically found out how that guy died, who he was, and the dynamic of his murder.
Ethan, I'm sick too. I can feel the sleeper in my head.
Then fight it. I have to destroy the room.
Corvus, I'm sorry. Ethan.
Oh no.
I can't let you do that.
Bizarre. And
It turned Ethan's family against him.
It looks like there is some kind of spirit that possessed these persons that we find out that are members of his family. So most likely that was Travis, was the one that has been killed, was his older brother. The one that killed him, it was the grandpa. So why everybody has been possessed by this spirit, they call it the sleeper, everybody but Ethan. And mostly, why there is not anybody else here all around? There is just you, everybody and everything looks old and abandoned. To such questions you will be able to answer, but only at the very ending of the game, not before. If you haven't played it already on the computer, on the Windows, I highly suggest you to buy it, because it's a good bargain on PlayStation Network. The graphic, as you can see, is awesome. The story it's very well written, and it will keep you until the very end. So thank you for watching it, and please press like if you enjoyed what you have seen. Thank you, and see you the next game. Bye.